With Smart Pricing Table, we have a variety of options so that you can have your proposal be consistent with your brand. In this video, I'm going to go over some of those design options and show you the different settings available. I'm going to start with the design options here on top. And to summarize, we have colors, backgrounds, fonts, and logos. Looking at these colors, the first thing is action links. So this includes the colors for buttons and for links. And then if it's a button, it shows has a text option as well. And you can see an example of that. Proposal navigation is this on the left. So it shows this is for the currently selected item. You can do the main color and a highlight color for the border. The masthead is up here, this blue part, and the text. And then for scoping table headings, those are the colors right here and the associated font color. Okay, so that's colors. With backgrounds, there are two types of, two background areas. So the first one is this main proposal background. And then you can also have background images on your individual sections. So if I go back in here, I can see it has the proposal background and then the default section background. There's some configuration options here. You can change the color that shows if there's any text showing on the background. You can change that. But the main thing is going to be the actual background image. So I'll click on that, and you can see I have two options. I can upload an image, or I can look at the library. We have a few nice graphics that just work really well with our system in here. So I'll go ahead and choose this one, and I can save it. You see it has quite the effect on the proposal. It really changes the feel. We have a few others in here that are kind of giving an example of like scenery or photos that could enrich your proposal. I'll do a mountain here. You can see it has a pretty big impact on the feel of the proposal. Okay, next, there's also an option for the sections. So I have, by default it says here that I have bubbles selected, and that it looks like this. So there's some bubbles in the top right. If I go back here, I could go to the image library. We have a few options in there, and I could use this subtle hex background. You can see now when I go to these pages, it has that subtle background there. On the cover page, it's different though, because you can customize backgrounds for each section. So this is your main design options. If I wanted to customize just this section, I can have its own specific background. For instance, if I wanted it to have this blue graphic on the left, which I'll go ahead and configure this a tiny bit. I could do something like that and get a totally different feel. With either section backgrounds or the main background, of course, you can upload an image. We do have a 1 megabyte maximum, but that's pretty flexible. You may have to, if you get a stock photo site or a stock photo from a photography site, you might need to save it out as a little bit smaller. But it should be fairly easy to get inside that 1 megabyte requirement. Okay, lastly, there's font and logo options. So you can change, we have a handful of different fonts in here. If you have one that you'd like, you feel free to submit it to us. Pretty easy to add additional ones. But you can control main and heading. And then you can also override the logo on the proposal or template level, which is kind of nice. Could potentially allow you to have multiple brands under one account. Play around with some of our images in our library or upload your own, but these settings can really help get your proposal to feel like it's on brand with the rest of your website, other materials. Hope you found this video helpful.